there was this tri-cornered contest and you have pipped the Congress and gone ahead of them.
No, we've pipped the APDA.
Okay.
The Congress is a much smaller party.
So-
Congress is a much smaller party. They are, as I said, they are putting up a fight for their survival because
In a tri-cornered contest, it would have been that the non-BJP vote would have got split. But since the Congress is barely campaigning, we are not seeing, I think there's only one rally that Rahul Gandhi has addressed till now, and he's done one walk besides a nala. There's no sign of Priyanka Gandhi, there's no sign of Sonia Gandhi, there's no sign of Kharge, Pilot, any of these bigwigs of the Congress. Nobody seems to be campaigning for the Congress party. DK Shiv Kumar was called in one day, but we're not seeing anybody other than Sandeep Dikshit and Ajay Makan. Nobody is doing it. So what I want to know is there some kind of a tacit understanding that though they have not done seat sharing, and they are saying we are fighting the election separately and they are attacking each other, but the fact that it's such a puss of a campaign is actually meaning that it's Aam Aadmi Party that they are supporting.
that could very well be, but let me first
Some Noora Kushti between these two?
I'll come to that. I think the
Shadow
more
boxing.
important thing to point out is that we are targeting 51% and more. And like I have explained a little bit earlier, the trend certainly supports that we are getting there. Look at the trend of the votes we have got. Leading up to the last example was, of course, the Lok Sabha election, where we got 56% of the vote share. But even in local elections, we went up from 32% gradually all the way up to 40%. And they have come down from above 50% to about 42%. There was a gap of 2.5%. Now, we have pipped them in the meantime because since the MCD elections in 2022, but little more than 2 years ago, their leaders have spent many months in jail. They have, people when they go into jail, the fake drama starts that this is BJP done and all that. You know and I know that bail is not granted by any party, nor is it granted by government. It is granted by a court, by a judge. And the norm in India, bail is the norm until and unless there is prima facie evidence of major crimes and they need to be kept in jail until the witnesses have all given their statement. Which is why, because these people are notorious for influencing witnesses, they were kept in jail. Some of their leaders were in jail for nearly 2 years. Some were there for a year, many, many months. The CAG report has come out. The Sheesh Mahal extravaganza has come out. And people are fed up of their fake promises. So they don't have that allure anymore. You can see that when they go on the ground, they are getting accosted by people. They don't have that allure. So my point is this. We are targeting 51%, as we have targeted in the Lok Sabha and succeeded, as we have targeted in the assemblies in many states and succeeded, and as we have been targeting in Delhi and gradually getting there. The trend is entirely growth-oriented for the BJP in the last 10 years. So we are there. We are getting there. And as I've said, the people of Delhi have decided to give us a chance. They've given a chance to these people and been taken for a ride. Now, when it comes to the Congress and the APDA, look, they have sometimes contested openly together, like in the Lok Sabha election, and been roundly beaten by the BJP. All 7 of our candidates won with the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, in whom people have immense faith. Now, similarly, whether they have an official alliance or they have some kind of understanding, it makes no difference because they represent the same school of thought. They represent vote bank politics. They represent appeasement politics. They represent non-development politics. They represent the philosophy that votes can simply be bought and that you can give fake promises and get away with it. Let's take manifesto, for instance. Until the last 10 years, all other parties, they have traditionally issued manifestos. Nobody has held them accountable as to how many of their commitments they have actually implemented. Even media didn't take them seriously. Neither do those parties take themselves seriously. I can tell you for a fact that over the last 10 years, the Modi government has implemented more than 99% of the commitments we have made in our manifestos, the Sankalp Patras.
In the other states, you mean?
No, nationally. Nationally.
Okay.
So nationally, if you take the 2014 Sankalp Patra and you take the 2019 Sankalp Patra, more than 99% have been implemented. Similarly, you can take the 2024 Sankalp Patra and give us 5 years, you'll see them being implemented. Let's take, for example, Odisha, my home state. We formed the government there about 7 months ago. And we've already implemented about 70% of what was committed in our Sankalp Patra. Now, this doesn't get much play, but it's happening. People of Odisha are experiencing it. So, if in 7 months, we have implemented 70% of the Sankalp Patra. So, to come back to your question, the people of Delhi have seen Congress for what it is. They've given them a chance in the past. They've seen APDA for what it is. They've given them a chance for 10 years. So, now whether Congress is campaigning hard or not, that's for them to answer. I really can't answer. But one thing is a fact, this time, they seem to have put up some candidates who at least have some name recognition. There's Sandeep Dixit contesting
Against
in
Kejriwal.
New Delhi. And there are a couple of other known names contesting. And similarly, we have put up very strong candidates. You can see the way the APDA leaders are reacting to us. By the way, this is another giveaway for this election. Traditionally, when they had people fooled in Delhi because of their fake promises, they would make wild promises and people would be taken in by it. Today, they are not in a position to make wild promises because people don't take them seriously. Women from Punjab came and in their hundreds, they protested in front of the APDA leader's house that 3 years you've been promising financial help for women, DBT, which you have not done. And again, here you are making the same fake promise.
Do subscribe to the ANI Clips channel to get shorter versions of this podcast. Click here to watch the full episode.